So I saw this at the weekend and I thought, I got to share it here. Now it's on Poilievre's YouTube channel. So go to his channel. I'll put a link in the description of his channel and this video. But in this video, it's his inaugural BS mini-series. Have a listen to how he opens up on this video.
Welcome to the inaugural episode of I Call BS.
Isn't that a great, honest opening to a video? The inaugural BS, calling BS by Poilievre. Anyway, he's talking about housing and how Trudeau is blaming Chrétien for the housing.
You'll never believe who he's blaming this time. Jean Chrétien, the former Liberal Prime Minister. Here's what Trudeau's housing minister said.
And I should, to be fair, point to the cuts that were made in the early 90s under a Liberal government that actually discontinued investment in affordable housing for low-income Canadians.
You can see on the graph that when Chrétien cut the housing money, it stayed level.
If indeed Jean Chrétien's cuts to these federal housing programs really are to blame for today's problems, you'd expect the graph to look like this, with a sudden rise in housing costs right when the cuts took place, or at least like this, with a gradual worsening of affordability starting right after the cuts. But the graph shows no such thing. Here's what the graph actually looks like. Instead, housing affordability actually improved after Chrétien's spending cuts and then remained stable for 13 years before a brief jump towards the beginning of the US housing crisis, and then again housing costs moderated back to their long-term average by 2015, a full 20 years after Chrétien canceled these programs. Now, here in the chart you see the time when I was housing minister, when it took about 38% of the average family's paycheck to make payments on the average home. Now enter Justin Trudeau.
We need real change in affordable housing.
Who's to blame for the housing crisis that we've got now? Who's to blame for super expensive mortgages and houses? There's only one person, Justin Trudeau. Anyway, I'll keep it short. The full video is in the link. Go and watch it. It's quite it's interesting. I think Poilievre does some great videos. I don't know who's directing and writing these videos for him, but they're really good. They are really good YouTube content. So go and watch that. Sign up to Poilievre. Make sure you vote correctly in the next election. I'll see you next time.